What's up, guys? So this morning PTIX, I ended up taking a quick trade on PTIX. I want to show you guys what happened here. Um, Actually, let me pull this up really quickly. Let's go to stocks over here. Uh, let's pull this up. So basically, PTIX, I ended up jumping in at 373. It dropped down on me. So I ended up doubling up a little bit really quick just to get a better position. And then I kind of know we're in a hot market. So when we're in a hot market, um, it's almost like you expect it to kind of keep going up. And I actually sold too quickly. Look how much higher it went. And the thing is, I knew it was going to go to this level. And for some reason, I just sold quickly. It's the movements were just kind of slow. So I didn't want to take the risk of it taking a dump on me. And plus, I already had hit my goal. So at that point, I mean, I could have held on to it a little bit longer, but I just decided, man, let me just take my profits and get out because it was just shaky. And I'll show you, it was kind of like very choppy too. So I didn't want to hang on to it too long, but I should have because I knew it was going to go up to this level. I knew it was going to go up to this level. I basically was looking at this area right there. I actually drew my line. I drew my line just so I can, because if you can look here, you can see like it hit this point one time, it hit this point two times, hit this point three times, and then it kind of like stumbled here a little bit. So I knew it had a good chance if it went above this area, it would have broke out. And I decided I was gonna jump in as soon as I saw volume kicking in, as soon as the bell ring, but it didn't break above like I thought it was. So then it kind of dropped down on me. So I knew right here was basically support. This area right here had good support because if you look right here, if I draw a line right there, let me show you guys real quick. Uh, if I draw a line right there, you could see right there was very good support, very good. This is resistance, and you know resistance becomes support. So you could see it had pretty good um, support in that area based on these moves here and these moves here, and of course this here. So and then once it broke above this area here, you could see it flew up. So you can kind of tell that this right here is a good support area. So as soon as it dropped down a little bit, I kind of doubled up because I knew this was a support area. Now, if it went below this area, I would have gotten out. I would have just sold everything and took the loss. But this was just to soften the blow. And I know I should have waited a little bit closer to this to double up to this line. But at this point, I know we're in a hot market. So, penny and nickel diming it is uh, I mean, it's good to do, but it's not like, it's not a major factor when you're in a hotter market. Because in the mornings now, everything we see is just as soon as the bell ring, it just skyrockets, right? So we're in a different market. We're in a hot market. So I'm a little bit more confident. So I don't have to take the perfect entry because I know it's going to pop up, right? So it dropped down on me. So I took a better entry. It went down a little bit, but I was still confident it's going to pop up because that's what everything's been doing every morning. So once it got to this area, I knew this area was going to be an issue because if you look backwards, you can see this area here. Before it gets to this line, right here is an issue. Every time it attempts, it came back down. It attempted again and came back down. So I knew it was going to do something here. Now, I didn't know if it was going to break through goal time because it was just so low. I mean, from 359 all the way up to $4. That's a 50-cent move. Me, I'm just trying to take 35 to 45 cents or close to that. So for me, as soon as I get my 35, 45 cents, I'd rather just get out. I mean, let the other people make their money and take the higher risk. But as long as it moves 35, 45 cents, that's all I need. I don't need more than that. So let me show you guys how the video went. Let's push play here. I started recording a little bit late, but still 9:30. So as you can see, as soon as it hit that line, I jumped in. And of course, this is a resistance area. It dropped down a little bit. So I saw my EMAs and I'm like, okay, if it bounced off the EMA, I'll just double up. And if it doesn't, And if it goes below this area, I'll just sell and take a loss. But yeah, it started coming down. So at that point, I doubled up right here on the EMAs. It's just bouncing off the EMA, so I'm feeling like I'm feeling confident. I'm feeling like it's still strong. So I'm hanging on to it. So let's fast forward this a little bit. It's a little bit slow, and that's another thing too. It was so slow this morning. That's another reason I just sold everything quickly. Because typically when the bell rings, everything's booming, right? But it's just slow right now. So now I'm up. Um, I'm just watching it, making sure that it holds above this area right there. It has to hold above. And as you can see, it's just coming back down. It's not as strong as I want it to be, but it's still moving. I'm still up right now. So it started dropping down on me. So I just decided, you know what? Should I just take my profits right here, or should I wait for it to hit this line? I knew it was going to hit this line, because that's the next level of resistance. So I knew it was going to touch this line, but it was just a matter of, will it really do it? This thing is very choppy today. So I decided to sell. And you can see I took my profit. I was over my daily goal. And sometimes you don't want to be greedy. But in this situation, I should have held on a little bit longer. So at this point now, I sold. Now I'm waiting for a pullback. And this thing just wasn't pulling back. It got stronger and stronger and stronger. As you can see, it made a very strong move over here. And I didn't want to chase it. So as you can see right here, I'm taking a screenshot. I always try to take a screenshot so I could post on Facebook and social media, my other platforms. But yeah, I knew it was gonna hit the $4 mark. I just should have held on a little bit longer. I mean, I was in a pretty good position, but again, you don't know, and you know, yeah, I sold a little too early today. So it is what it is. I was expecting it to do a pullback and bounce off this area here so I could jump back in, but it never did a pullback. It just kept going. And, I didn't want to chase it. So, I missed out on this big move, but I knew it was going to hit this line, this line right here. It had to go back to it because, as you can see over here, it got pretty close, and then over here it touched it, so I figured it was gonna touch it again. It's just, you know, stocks trade in channels, and it has to complete the whole channel. Um, I figured it was gonna do it. I should have held on a little bit longer, but taking profits is never a bad idea. I mean, we did okay. Um, I mean, we ended up with 1080, so we did okay. Well, as long as I'm hitting my goal every day, I can't complain, right? This is 2 minutes of work. You can see it's 2 minutes. I jumped in here. At 9:30:11, and then I was done at 9:31:49. So, I mean, yeah, but yeah, there was nothing available really looking super close to go time. That's why sometimes you gotta change it up and find the one that's actually looking to make a potential move. Look at this. This thing made a huge move without me. And this is the move I was waiting for. I was expecting it to do it right here, though, and pop up, but it just didn't. And as you can see, this stock is very choppy. It's always choppy. So I didn't want to stay in there long. But I know this area right here may go up to 448. I didn't want to. I was, trying to see which areas is going to have another, more issues at. So I was looking at my daily chart. I've made other videos about that. How do you know where the stock is going to come into an issue? You go to your daily chart and look backwards, and you can see where it's been and where it has potential to go. Even when it went above go time, I was waiting for a pullback, but then I saw this huge drop, and then it started making new lows. That's when I was like, all right, I gotta call it quits. I hit my goal. Let me just. It's not the hot. This wasn't like the best stock to be trading anyway, so I figured let me just get up out of here. All right, so that was about it. How am I finding these stocks? Once again, PTIX. You can see PTIX, whereas I think it was up here somewhere in the morning morning gappers right here on trade ideas. It was up here somewhere. As you can see, PTIXW. I don't know why it's showing that, but PTIX was up here this morning, and that's basically how I found it. Um, I mean, as you can see, it's not even showing it actually. Actually, you can see PTIX was popping up here on the scanner. Um, but yeah, I find these stocks through trade ideas, and every now and then I'll look through this list here, top gainers or last active, and then that's how I'm doing it. So every day it becomes kind of boring, like I said before, but it's the same thing over and over. You're just trying to capitalize because in the beginning of the day, as soon as the bell ring, the stock, if it's a hot market, it typically runs up, and then once people make their 35, 45 cents, they go home, and then it does this. So I try to capitalize, take my 35, 45 cents, and then I'm out of there. So that's about it for the day. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and comment below. Also, you guys know this says Brutus Empire stocks and real estate. So I am looking for real estate deals. I pay cash. I close quickly. I'm looking for properties to fix up and just flips, just properties that I could fix up, add some value into them, and then put them back on the market. If you guys have any people or any neighbor or anyone who's interested in selling a property and they just want quick cash, they want fast closings, I'm your guy. I am not a retail buyer. I mean, in some situations, I will pay retail if the homeowner is okay with terms. I'll take over the property on terms and I'll give you your asking price, but you know, we'll work something out to where I give you something, and then I just basically make payments or take over the payments, or you can hold a note. But that's something more complicated. But if you have anyone who's interested in selling, just send them over to me. I'll talk to them, and I do pay $500 to $1,000 referral fee if I do a deal with them. So again, I'm able to pay cash. I'm able to close quickly. I have a lot of money like readily available to close, and I need more deals. And I'm trying to get more deals right now. I need more houses. Um, I need houses. I need more houses. So if you guys know anyone who's willing to sell or who wants to just walk away from a property, if it has some issues, or if they just don't have the money to fix it up and put it on the market, in some situations I've actually considered partnering up. Let's say, for instance, you have someone who just doesn't want to just give up their property, and they just need some money to do some updating in the property so they can sell it because it's just not moving fast enough because it needs some updating. I will partner up with them on the updating. Let's say the kitchen and bathroom needs to be redone. I'll put up the money for the kitchen and the bathroom and just like cosmetics. I'll put up the money, and then I'll and then we can sell the house together, and whatever profits we make, we split it. I mean, I'm very creative. It all depends on what the seller needs. I will try to give them what they need, and we'll close these deals. But if you guys have any questions at all, just hit me up on the email. And let's do deals together. Let's trade together. Let's do deals together. Let's start a community of like super rich people, I guess. Super um, you know, let's make money together. I like it. All right, guys, I'm gonna try to keep this one short. People don't like watching long videos, so I'm gonna end it right here. All right, comment below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Share this video. Tell people what's going on, what's possible, and yeah, let's just make money together. I'll talk to you guys soon.